Hello, and thank you for stopping by to yet another edition of the Massachusetts Beer Reviews program on YouTube. My name is Thomas Metal75, and this is your Massachusetts Beer Reviews. And this beer review comes from the Hill Farmstead Brewery, of all places, out of Greensboro, Vermont. And this beer was acquired out at the Hill Farmstead Brewery in the beginning of September when several of us YouTubers, Bumpy Isms, Thomas Metal 75, John and Illy, East Coast Liquor Reviews, and Beer Man himself were gathered for a little vacation up north in the beginning of September. And yes, one of those days we went to Hill Farmstead, and I acquired a couple of their 750 milliliter bottle varieties of Farmstead ales, as they like to call it, farmhouse saison, basically. And this one is called Arthur. And once again, Arthur is they say a farmstead ale brewed with organic malted barley. And again, it's a saison farmhouse ale style beer. Now, Arthur, he lived from 1922 to 2005. He was Edward's younger brother. Hill Farmstead Brewery rests upon the land that was once home to him and his 13 siblings. In his honor, this farmstead ale is crafted from organic malted barley. European and American hops are distinctive farmhouse yeast and water from our well. Unfiltered and naturally carbonated, this is the ale that I dream to have shared with Arthur. Cool stuff. You can pause and read the rest of the labeling. This is a 750 milliliter bottle, and it is a 6.2% alcohol by volume beer, and it is from the 11th, it's from the 8th of November, 2023. And their ingredient list from the bottle says they're using pale malt, American and European hops, ale yeast, in our well water. Brewed and bottled by Hill Farmstead Brewery, 403 Hill Road, Greensboro, Bend, Vermont. All right, I have already opened the beer. I had some a little bit earlier with some family members, and wanted to get to this review. There's the Hill Farmstead logo, everybody. Let's put it over here. Sure, why not? All right. So let's get a head generated off of this beer in a wine glass. It's got a one-finger head at this point. I think it had more of a two-finger head when I started out. It definitely has that golden / lemony yellow, not opaque kind of look to the beer body, and a really nice sudsy looking head. Looks the part of a farmhouse saison style ale. So let's get a nose on Arthur Farmstead Ale. And the nose to that has got a very nice tart acidity to it. I get the Belgian yeast strain. I get some of the pale maltiness. It's almost a Pilsner crackery note to it as well. I'm getting a limey note to it. A lime zest in there, maybe some lemon. No, definitely some lemon and limey notes. Not much other fruit characters to this one. Definitely has just an overall acidic, crackery, bready note. White bready, crackery note. Maybe a touch of a lemonade kind of a tartness. Smells delightful. Let's drink on some Arthur Hill Farmstead. That definitely is bringing that lemonade style of a tartness to it. And I also get a lime juicy zestiness to it. Light acidity, for sure. It's a farmhouse ale. You're going to get that. I would say if you don't like wild styles of yeast strain beers or those Belgian style funky beers, you might take an offense to this one. But if you're into that style and you're into wild yeast and wild fermentable beers, you're going to love this. Nice crackery, bready Pilsner malt. It's got a real refreshing quality to the beer. It really dries out the mouth pretty nicely. It's got a drying quality and towards the finish. There may be a little bit of a vinegariness to it, not like a super mouth puckering souring beer with that flavor, but it's there. Maybe there was a touch of banana in the nose, in the aroma. It's not there in the flavor, really. Very quenching. Might be a slight salinity about this one, yeah? Nice stuff. Body of the beer. Lots of carbonation, by the way. Body of the beer is light on the medium side. It's crisp, definitely. It's clean. It's pretty refreshing. As long as lemon, lime, kind of a tart, funky flavors, as long as those don't get in the way of your refreshment, then this beer is refreshing, and I do think it is. So, awesome, amazing stuff here, really. I think if you really would like to explore Belgian souring, funky yeast strain beers and farmhouse / saison beers in the New England area, in that region of the United States, there's no better brewery to go to for those kind of beers than Hill Farmstead. Yes, they do some New England style IPAs and some pale ales, but really, but really the focus of this particular brewery, Hill Farmstead, is all on their Belgian style saisons and farmhouse ales and other souring type beers. They got a big oak aging program over there. I don't know if they use a foeder in this. I think the website says that they do, although I don't know. I'm not really tasting super woodsy notes out of this. $93. I will give this out of 100. I do think there could be a more of a bready, malty presence in here. I do think that they could round off the funky tart elements, but if that's the name of your game, Arthur and Hill Farmstead saisons by nature will be right up your alley. So if you've ever had Hill Farmstead beers, any other saisons made in the United States or abroad, let us know in the comment section below. And until next time, this has been Thomas Metal 75 with the Arthur Farmstead Ale from Hill Farmstead Brewery. Keep tasting those great beers. Cheers, and I will see you soon.